वह प्रगटेऊ मर्द अगमड़ा वरियाम अकेला वाहु वाहु गोबिंद सिंह आपे गुरजिला। वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह। My honorable six siblings and respectable listeners, we will try to discuss about the Vaisakhi festival today. Actually, Vaisakhi is a seasonal festival which is celebrated in Indian people from old time. What history tells us, this festival very famous in the Sikhism from the time of Guru Nanak Dev. He was founder of the Sikhism. He has been done for long journey during his life. What he has started his first long journey on this day. From this time, Vaisakhi Day was very famous in the Sikhism. In this way, at the time of third Guru Amar Das Ji, one spiritual and religious devotee, Guru Amar Das, namely Paro, he requested Guruji to celebrate this Vaisakhi festival in spiritual and religious activities. Because that time Indian people, this Vaisakhi festival was celebrated in other way. They sang folk songs and drinking wine and did do bad activities. Guruji accepted his request and started this celebration Vaisakhi in spiritual ways. What at the time of 10th Guru, Guru Gobind Singh of the Sikhism, he was started his powerful movement against the Indian Emperor Aurangzeb. He was very dreadful and tyrant. He forcefully changed the religion of Hindu people. He involved the Hindu people into Muslim religion. Guruji started his powerful movement against him. 10th Guru Gobind Singh sent out letters all over the India and gave special order to gather on the day of Vaisakhi. Meanwhile, million devotees gathered on the day of Vaisakhi at Anandpur city. Guruji made up a biggest platform for delivering his speech. On the Vaisakhi day, meanwhile, 3 centuries and 23 years ago, on the Vaisakhi day, Guruji delivered his powerful speech. With loudly voice announced Guruji and demanding 5 heads from his devotees. After listening powerful speech, the pin drop silence spread out in whole devotees. They were shocked. But one of them, Dayaram devotee, belonged to the Lahore city. He stood up and came forward. Guruji dedicated his head. Guruji took him in a tent, cut off his head with his powerful sword. With blood-shed sword, Guruji next time came on the same place, demanded in other head. Secondly, Dharmchand belonged to the Delhi city, dedicated his head. Thirdly, Himmat Rai belonged to the Jagannath Puri. Fourthly, Mohkam Chand belonged to the Dwarka city. Fifthly, Sahib Chand belonged to the Bidar. Three cities are situated in the eastern side of India. Guruji regenerated them, and Guruji reunited their head with their body, and took water from the Satluj river and put into a special vessel of total iron. Irony vessel, Guruji put the water of Satluj river and take a small sword, moved in this water. On the other side, he started reciting volume. Guruji recited 5 volumes, Japji, Jap, Savaiye, Chaupe, Anand. At that time, according to the Sikh history, Guru's wife, Mother Jito, reached there, and he put into sugar candy named Patasa to make sweet it. Guruji made up a spiritual, powerful nectar as well as ambrosia. That time Guruji poured the 5 drops on the head of 5 devotees, turn by turn, and Guruji pouring the 5 drops of ambrosial into their eyes. Thirdly, Guruji took 5 drops and turn by turn put into their mouth. Lastly, Guruji took that iron vessel in which Guruji made up ambrosia. Guruji took them to take ambrosia from the same vessel. They have taken the nectar from the same vessel. After taking them, Guruji himself took the nectar from that same vessel. It means Guruji finished and dispelled the discrimination of casteism. So that time Guruji changed their names and gave special last name to them. Like Guruji changed their name from Dayaram, Daya Singh, Dharmchand, Dharm Singh. So Guruji changed their last name with Singh word. The meaning of Singh is learn. And Guruji gave them 5 symbols of Sikhism, like iron bracelet, comb, hair, and special half type tent namely Kishara, and special powerful sword for beating on the body. Guruji gave 5 symbols, and Guruji said to the all devotees, he made up a saint soldier army. In his poetic instructions, Guruji pointed out Khalsa Akal Purukh ki Fauj, Pragteo Khalsa Paramatma ki Fauj. Guruji named this saint soldier army. Guruji gave the special name to this saint soldier army Khalsa. Khalsa word came from the Arabic language. It means totally pure, immaculate. So Guruji gave special name Saint Soldier Army Khalsa. So my all 6 siblings and respectable listeners, from that time this Vaisakhi day is known as Khalsa Established Day, which is celebrated every year on the Vaisakhi day. So this type of information I try to tell you. I have done many mistakes during this lecture. Please forgive me, pardon me, lastly to speak out with me. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.